Today we are going to be introduced to our solar system. What are the different parts that make up our solar system? There are three main parts: the sun, the 9 different planets, and the planets' moons. The first part of our solar system is the sun. The sun is a middle-sized star that is about 5 billion years old. All 9 of the planets rotate around the sun, and one time around the sun is called an orbit. The amount of time it takes to orbit around the sun once is what we consider to be a year. The temperature on the sun is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit and is what gives our planets their light and heat. The next part of the solar system are the different planets' moons. Every planet in our solar system has at least one moon, except for the first 2 planets, which are Mercury and Venus. Earth only has one moon, but the 6 other planets all have numerous moons. Earth's moon is very easy to locate. We see it all the time in our night sky. But Neptune's moons, for example, are so far from the Earth that they are almost impossible to see. In fact, they are so far away that it wasn't discovered that Neptune had moons until spotted by a satellite in 1989. Now we're on to the order of the planets and a tip for being able to remember them. A phrase to help you keep track of their order is "My very excellent mother just saw your nanny pudding." And we take the first letter from each of the words to remind us that Mercury is first, then Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and lastly Pluto. Now for some information on each of the planets. We'll start off with Mercury. It is the closest planet to the Sun, with being 36 million miles away, which also means it is the hottest planet. It can reach temperatures up to 870 degrees Fahrenheit. It is a pretty small planet since it is only 5% of the size of Earth. The next planet is Venus. Venus is about 67 million miles away from the Sun and 81% the size of Earth. The average temperature on Venus is about 850 degrees Fahrenheit, and it has been said that there are many volcanoes and mountains on this planet. Earth comes next and is located 93 million miles away from the Sun. The average temperature on our planet is about 45 degrees Fahrenheit, and one orbit around the Sun is equivalent to 365.3 days. Like I mentioned in an earlier slide, the time it takes to complete one orbit is what is considered to be a year. This is where we get that there are 365 days every year. Next is Mars. This planet is about 142 million miles away from the Sun, and its highest temperature is about 98 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas its lowest temperature can be as low as negative 190 degrees Fahrenheit. Mars' nickname is the Red Planet because if you were to ever step foot on Mars, all you would see was red dirt and dust everywhere. Jupiter is the 5th planet and is 483 million miles away from the Sun. This planet's average temperature is about negative 254 degrees Fahrenheit, and it takes 4,332.59 days to make one full orbit around the Sun. Also, did you know that Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system? It is 317 times larger than our Earth. When it comes to our next planet, there is something unique about it, and it is what Saturn is most recognized for: its rings. Saturn is not the only planet that has rings, but its rings are the most noticeable of all the planets, for they run 169,800 miles long. Uranus is the next planet we are going to look at, and it is located about 1,784 million miles from the Sun. The average temperature on Uranus is negative 300 degrees Fahrenheit and takes about 30,684 days to orbit around the Sun. What makes Uranus unique is the fact that unlike all the other planets and most of the moons, it spins on its side. One theory said this was caused by a large object smashing into it many years ago, changing up its rotation. And a new theory claims that it is because of the gravitational pull produced by a moon that was moved far away from this planet. Neptune's placement in the solar system is approximately 2,794 million miles away from the Sun. Its average temperature is negative 307 degrees Fahrenheit, and it weighs 17 times what our Earth weighs. Neptune is a fairly new planet compared to the others because it was not found until 1846 when 2 men named Johann Galle and Heinrich d'Arrest discovered that it existed. The very last planet in our solar system is Pluto. It sits at about 3,647 million miles away from the Sun, which lets us know that it's going to be the coldest planet and reaches temperatures of about negative 390 degrees Fahrenheit on average. One orbit around the Sun takes Pluto about 90,465 days because of its extreme distance. The nickname Pluto has acquired over time is the dwarf planet. This name was given by an 11-year-old girl named Venetia Burney, and it fits rather well. Pluto is so small that it is only 1/3 the size of Earth's moon. Because it is so small, scientists often don't even consider it to be a planet. Now we're going to have some fun and see how closely you've been paying attention to our teachings on the solar system. I'd like everyone to click on the link in front of them and play the Hangman game, which uses vocab words from our lesson on the solar system. After you've played a few games of Hangman, you can click on this next link and play a memory game with all of the different types of things that are included in our solar system. The sites I used to gather the information from this PowerPoint were kidsastronomy.com, wikihow.com, a1star.com, and www.earthlyissues.com.